Okay, I already see that some people have joined the webinar. Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining the webinar today. Today we are in discussion with Mr. Chetan Sharma from Northern Lights College, British Columbia. Welcome, Chetan.
Thank you so much for welcoming me. It's an amazing opportunity for all of us.
Great. So, Chetan, just to let you know, we are doing this webinar on Zoho, which is the link is shared with a lot of students, and they'll be joining across India, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. Plus, this is also streaming live on our social media platforms. So there would be students there as well. I will request, the students who've joined in, if you have any questions that you want to ask, you can put those questions in Q&A section tab, which is on the left top of your screen, and we'll try to cover as many of those. Normally, we take the Q&A section at the end of the discussion. All right, so let's start. Chetan, first of all, again, thank you so much for joining today, and let's hear from you. First of all, tell us a bit more about Northern Lights.
Sure, definitely. First of all, I'm Chetan Sharma, and I'm a regional marketing manager for Northern Lights College. Okay, Northern Lights College is a public college based in British Columbia. We have a campus in Dawson Creek and Fort St. John. Like Northern Lights College have 8 campuses in total in British Columbia, but 2 campuses offers a program to international students. We have 2 campuses. One is Dawson Creek and Fort St. John. If I say why we should choose this college, to study, so we are the most affordable college of Canada. You can see, you can compare our fee structure to any public college of British Columbia. You will get less fee structure over here. So our fee structure varies from $11,000 to $13,000 only. We have a variety of programs for the medical, super medical, like arts students, commerce, and non-medical. For all the categories, we have different programs. If I talk about what kind of programs we offer, so we have UG programs of 2 years, and then we have PG programs also for 2 years, and we have associate degrees. In associate degrees, like students have 2 options in their hands. Like I think you're also well aware with this. Like after completing their associate degree, they can go ahead for the job, or if they want to study more, if they want to go for the bachelor degree, so they can take the transfer in the university also in the 3rd year directly.
Great.
And after completing any diploma degree from Northern Lights College of 2 years, the students will get 3-year work permit. And that is for sure.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's, when we started about, the courses and, the affordability, when, let's say, we know, but, this is majorly for students' information who are listening to us live. What kind of profile the student should have, if they're looking to apply in terms of, academic background and IELTS requirement?
In few programs, we accept the profile of like 51% overall in 12th or 50% in each subject, but only for the few programs. But if I talk about the standard percentage, like minimum percentage, so in almost in all the program we accept 60% in 12th. But we have a different requirement for every program. Okay. If I talk about the IELTS, that is 6 required, no less than 6. After that, we have in some programs we have a requirement of 7 bands also.
Okay, I guess probably health-related courses would have.
Yeah, right. For the health-related courses, and we have some degrees related to Associate of Science. In that, we have a requirement of IELTS that is 6.5. In that, the reading should be 6.5 and no less than 6.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk on a little broader term. Chetan, tell us why Canada? Why a student? There's so many options around. Why Canada should be on the top of their priority list when they're planning of?
They're famous for the world of education, the facility the students will get over there. That's amazing, and of course, apart from study and apart from, if I talk about the job opportunities, in the back of the mind of students, like they have one ambition to get the PR. So if they go to Canada, almost 100% people get the PR. But like if you are going to Toronto or maybe the Vancouver, the big cities, so there's an issue to get the PR in these cities. But now Dawson Creek and Fort St. John, like the college you're based in, that area comes under RNIP, that is a regional nominee program. So at the time of PR, the students get extra points to get the PR.
Great.
Yeah.
And yes, of course, I mean, as you rightly said, Canada, compared to all the countries where, which are known for attracting students for higher education and then, of course, for PR, Canada is on top of the list because Canada is more welcoming, the most welcoming country for people who want to settle there, considering that their own population is, of retiring age. They really need manpower for almost every sector of industry and every kind of job available in the market. So they need people, and that is why they are very open for migrants
sometimes
to
people
come.
shift from Australia to Canada after completing their studies. For the PR, they just shift to Canada sometimes.
I know. See, as you must be aware, our head office is based in Australia, and in Australia we also provide immigration services. So whenever we talk, with our teams, they always say that there are a lot of students who are finding it a little difficult to get PR in Australia. They are picking Canada to shift if they're not able to successfully.
And I think
get
it's
PR
very easy and it's very affordable to make your setup in Canada.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in terms of prospective students, some more things which I wanted to ask, and will be great if you can share. In terms of course, I know Northern colleges, anyways, the most affordable college there, but still, are there any scholarships on top of that?
Basically, we can say that like we don't provide any scholarships, but if you see the structure of scholarship, like students only get $1,000 to $3,000 scholarships in some cases, right? But if you're coming to Northern Lights College, so you are getting the, we can say, upfrontly scholarship because you're saving almost $4,000 to $5,000 per year. So almost there is a saving of $8,000 to $10,000 per year in tuition fee if you choose Northern Lights College over other colleges.
True. Okay, now in terms of students, most of the students would be coming, would have just cleared their 12th and going for undergrad level courses, and probably they are traveling for the first time in their life, and that to a different country. And we've seen this. Initially, they do face some issues. Most of that is homesickness, missing their family. So is there any kind of support available for students at the college?
College, you can check our website also. College provides every kind of help to students. Like when you go to Canada first time, like you need to check out your immigration part, like to Vancouver, and then you will get a direct flight from Vancouver to Dawson Creek. So Dawson Creek and Fort St. John, both the cities have their own airports. So traveling part is very convenient. And apart from that, college will provide you the drop-in, pick and drop facility. Apart from any kind of help, if it's not required, the college will give you the helping hand.
I know. I remember vaguely, if I'm not wrong, there is one tagline on Northern Lights College website that are you looking for a safe and welcoming campus with dedicated staff and faculty who will know you by your name? So that is one thing where if you go to huge and big institutes where you are a student, probably have a number, but not your faculty, teachers, or support staff know you by your name. But this is what Northern College tells about.
So that kind of platform we provide to students. Like we have a small classes size platform. One teacher is going to handle only 15 to 20 students.
Okay.
So it's very easy to communicate. It's very easy to understand each other. and the students feel like a home over there.
That is,
And the main thing is when you send your students to Northern Lights College, after that, I will not say anything to you. You will say everything to me after getting the feedback from the students. Either the study part, either the support staff, either the job part, and the PR. Everything they will get in this college. After
So yeah, a lot of support services available to students, and we already have started getting some questions. So I'll take those one by one. So Ashok here is asking, what sort of program can I pursue if I have just completed 12th in computer science IT?
If you have completed your 12th from computer science, non-medical in computer science, is it?
I believe it should be non-medical.
Because we have
Yes.
only one category, like that is the non-medical plus computers. So we have one category that comes under Associate of Science, Computer Science.
Okay.
So
and
we have if I talk about the requirements, like IELTS required 6.5. In that, the reading should be 6.5. And no band license 6.
Okay.
Yeah. After completing your 12th from non-medical, you can apply for this. We have a requirement of 12th mathematics. That should be 60%, or physics and 2 other science subjects. We can say that.
Okay.
It can be any 2 subjects: physics, chemistry, or biology. Either physics, chemistry, physics, biology, or maybe chemistry, biology. So after completing your like 12th from non-medical plus computers, and after completing your 12th from super medical, you can apply for this program.
Okay. So mathematics is a mandatory requirement plus 2 subjects from science.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
If I talk about the fee structure, that is very nominal, very affordable. $11,900.
$11,900. And what's the duration of this course?
Sorry, once again.
The duration of the course?
2 years.
2 years.
So if anybody wants to go for the bachelor degree, so they can take the transfer also in the universities. This is the associate degree of science.
Okay. So what would be the the credit benefit that the student will get after it transfers from this?
They get the full marks, but of course, if you want to apply for this bachelor degree in the university, so you need to meet that eligibility criteria of the university. Like we have some premium universities: UBC Narkiti, UBC, UNBC, Thompson River, Royal Roads. So University of the Fraser Valley, Vancouver Island University, University of Victoria. So all the universities we have a tie-up.
Okay.
So all the universities have different criteria for accepting the students.
Okay. Now let's say the student scored pretty well and finished this 2 years course. So he will get entry into what, second year, third year?
Third year.
Okay. So 2 years equal to 2 years of their qualification.
Right.
So full credit. Okay. That's great. Okay. Also, Chetan, are there any programs which provide co-op?
No, we don't give that.
We don't give co-op. Okay. So that's it for the questions. We'll continue our discussion and wait for more questions. Now,
Sure.
From international students' perspective, of course, especially from our region, one very important criteria is, to get part-time jobs so that they can at least take care of their living expenses. So, first of all, what is an average living cost for a student in British Columbia?
Like you can get your accommodations in $500 to $700 per month. If I talk about the transport part, like if you compare this to Vancouver or Toronto, you need to pay almost $1,200 to $1,500 in Toronto or Vancouver. But here you're getting your accommodation only, we can say that half amount, like $500 to $700. So students will save $500 per month
What is an average
in accommodation. Apart from that, if I talk about the transportation part, that you will get in $30 to $50 per month.
Okay. So let's say if I put everything in that, accommodation, travel, food, utilities. So somewhere around $800, of course, depending on your lifestyle.
Yeah, we can $800 to $1,000. We can say that.
So $800 to $1,000, and What are the minimum?
And at the same time, you can get the accommodation in hostel, college campus also, in the same rate, on the same rate. Yeah.
Something like okay. Great. And what are the minimum wage rates at BC right now?
That is the same like like Toronto and Vancouver. That is $15 to $20. And in this
15 to
area,
20.
jobs are in abundance because the city population is very, very less. Because we have just only 12,000 people left in Dawson Creek and 15,000 people left in Fort St. John.
Okay. So lots of jobs available. Rates, wages rates are at par with Toronto, but living expenses are much cheaper
Far
compared
less,
to Toronto.
of course.
And one more very interesting fact. When we talk about Indian community, I guess after Toronto, British Columbia is the place where the huge Indian community is already there. Sort of.
Definitely.
And of course, one more interesting fact, especially for Indian students and from my region, I would say, where we do not get much of winters. British Columbia is the warmest area of Canada. Am I right?
Could you please repeat? I just sorry.
British Columbia is the warmest in terms of weather. It is the warmest.
Yeah, definitely. Indian students can easily cope up with the weather.
Yeah. So.
If I talk about the Dawson Creek weather, that is 4 to -6 in winters, and in summers it is 23 to 32 degrees Celsius.
Perfect.
It's very easy to cope up.
Great weather. All right. So again, coming, talking about students' prospects. What do you want to from your point of view, any suggestions that you would like to give to the students who are thinking of coming to Canada, and now after today's discussion also planning for Northern Lights College, what are the things when they are trying to shortlist a country or a course or an institute? Of course, we have shared a lot of points about Canada and all that, but what kind of research they should do? Any suggestions from your side?
I think if I talk about the Indian students' point of view, like they need few things if they want to settle in any country. They have a mindset. They need few things. One, a good college. We can say the relevant program. So the visa will come, because if you are getting everything, let's say if you're getting everything, but if the visa is not coming, there is no use. Everything is on a waste, is a waste. You can say that. So my college visa success rate is also very, very high, almost 90 to 95%. So I think if I talk about the Indian students' point of view, they are looking for the good college, a relevant program, and then the visa. Okay. After reaching there, they need a support from the college, and they look for the good jobs. Okay. So after completing your degrees, you need a job. You will get in Dawson Creek and Fort St. John. But the main ambition of students is to how to settle in Canada, right? So I told you earlier also, this location comes under RNIP, the Regional Nominee Program of the Canadian government. So you, at the time of PR, you will get extra points.
True.
I don't speak much on PR, but this is benefit. The student will get if they study in this college.
Okay. Now we also have a question in connection with PR. Student is asking, does program makes difference in getting PR? So Chetan, before you answer on that, I'd like to make one small statement on this. This is a very common question, and doesn't matter which country the student is looking for. They ask that which course will help them in getting PR, and I always tell them, this is the wrong approach of selecting a course. Don't select a course that will give you PR. Select a course which you want to do. Select a course in which you have skills and background and knowledge about. If
Then
you do
only you
that,
will perform.
then only you will be able to perform, get well, get a good job, and then PR is not going to be difficult. But of course, yes. Now, in terms of Canada, uh, let's see. I mean, Chetan, if you can, throw some light on, does picking a course helps
Like
make a difference in getting?
I w- I think I should not speak technical for the PR, but if I talk about like we are working in a company, right? We are working in a company. So every country needs. Suppose if I talk about the immigration part, so we need counselors, we need management team, we need marketing people. Okay, so on the same basis, every country needs every kind of people, like the nurses, doctors, engineers, business management leaders, everyone they needed. So if you are not into the competitive job, like after completing your degrees from Northern Lights College, like we have one degree that is general geography.
True.
So if you do diploma in criminology, if you do social service worker diploma, so I cannot speak on the technical part, but yes, you can get the extra benefit if you start, if you take these courses, and if you choose these careers like health
Yeah.
operations, early childhood, or maybe the practical nursing. So like you can say, in other words, we can say you're helping the government. If
True.
you are staying in the country, you're helping the government.
True. Okay. I mean, to extend on this, Shun has also asked one more question. After completing this course, what is the post work visa that I'll get? 3 years or 2 years?
3 years.
3 years.
After
So
completing any degree or diploma from Northern Lights College, the students will get 3-year work permit.
3 years. That's
But
it.
if they take, like, if they're gonna do the bachelor degree of 4 years, like after completing associate degree, if they want to take the transfer in the university, after completing that bachelor degree, they will get 3-year work permit.
Perfect. Now, talking in terms of PR, see, technically, as Chetan also said, and I'm going to repeat myself. We are not, the experts in PR. I would say our forte is education and student visa. Uh, we are not experts of PR, but of course,
Right.
this is obvious. Whenever students want to plan and their education and studies, PR is the biggest question, and they do ask us. Uh, Again, I'm going to share one of my experience, what we understood. It's not for Canada per se. The experience is of Australia, but it is, it will give you some
Every country we
idea
can say we have the same
about yeah. See,
scenario.
years ago, when I entered in this industry and when I started working here, Canada was Australia was at peak at that time. And there was one course which was called commercial cookery. It was a certificate diploma level course. And at that time, the PR rules in Australia were different, were very easy. And it almost gave a guarantee that if you do this commercial cookery course, you certify to become a chef and you will get your PR for sure. So what happened? We saw that not just people who are from hospitality industry, people from commerce background, people from science, engineers, they went for these courses. They wanted, we'll do commercial cookery, we'll get our PR. So everyone went for that course. They did commercial cookery. They finished the course and everything. And after, when government did a research after 2-3 years that what is the status. So this is the the real check. So there was a requirement of 2,000 chefs in Australia at that time. The minister asked, okay, so what is the status now? Have we filled all these seats that we needed the people? They said, no, not even 50%. How many people came to do commercial cookery course? This is 50,000. 50,000 people came to do commercial cookery, and we couldn't even fill half the seats, which was hardly anything. What happened? They said they finished the course, yes, but they were not inclined to it. That was not their passion. They didn't want to become a chef or cook in a restaurant. they picked up some other jobs. And what jobs most of the people took was either driving cabs, because they didn't have the qualification, Australian qualification, to do a technical job. They didn't want to become a chef,
Right.
so they ended up driving cabs. So that's what I'm saying. Don't look for a course that might help you in PR. Look for a course which you want to do and you have, inclination towards, because then you will succeed. And once you succeed, PR is not difficult.
Right.
PR is not difficult. If you're successful, you will get PR.
Jobs most of the people took was either driving cabs, because they didn't have the qualification.
Okay, I hope we have answered people who want to know more about PR. Now coming back to our point of
Coming back
discussion
to on the study part.
on the study part.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Chetan, you said that the class size is comparatively very small at Northern Lights, 15 to 20 students. But what is the normal routine of a let's say a normal routine day of a student? How many days does he come to college?
Like
for
it
lecture?
depends on a program which you have taken. By basically, if I talk about the standard time period and duration of the class, that is 5 to 6 hours in a day, and 4 to 5 days you have to study.
Okay, so the study load is not that high, and I guess it's more of some part of lectures, then some group study, and then assignments and projects.
Right.
That's the difference between education. Also, does Northern Lights College have any kind of support in terms of helping students with either part-time jobs while they're studying, or helping them in any way after
For
their
this,
education for
yeah.
employment?
Okay, sure. Like after completing your studies, the college will provide you the helping hand in the resume writing. Okay. After that, the college will organize the job fair in the college campus.
Okay.
Like, okay. The companies will come. You need to clear that interviews. That will
Perfect.
be
So,
your job.
so companies would come there, like a lot of
Yeah.
colleges do that
College
in India.
organize job fairs in the campus.
Okay, so one
If
more
I
question.
yeah, on the
Sorry.
part-time
Sorry.
basis, college also offers the campus jobs also. Like you can check our website. College put a few vacancies, like 9-10 vacancies for the part-time and the full-time students in the college campus.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, one question, Chetan, which just came to my mind. What is in percentage the ratio of international students and local students at Northern Lights?
In Northern Lights, like I can tell you my how much students we send from India, like almost 150 to 200 students in per intake. We can say that.
Per intake. Okay.
Indian students.
Okay. Okay. So the next question that we have is from same student. My main aim is to transfer diploma to degree. For instance, if I pursue diploma in programming at Northern Lights College, and then after I have completed my studies, then I will work in related field, will get PR. So you mean if I get 3 years post-study work visa? Okay, a little confusing. Let me read the question again. Transfer diploma to degree. If I pursue diploma in programming in Northern Lights College, then after I have completed my studies, work in related field, then I will get PR. So you mean I will get 3 years post work. Okay, so I'm still not very clear with the question, but I'm assuming on two things, that on post-study work visa and PR with the studies. That's the question is. So I'll try to cover 2 points here. First is, you said you want to transfer from diploma to degree. So as Chetan already mentioned, if you have finished a 2 years course at Northern Lights, and you want to continue a degree course at the university, which most of the universities Northern Lights is partner of, you will get entry directly into third year. Correct it?
But that is in case of associate degrees, not in diploma programs.
Okay, associate degree. So if you do associate degree course, which would be again for 2 years. Then you can continue it as a degree, bachelor's degree course at university at year 3 straight away. Now, when we talk about PSW, the PSW, the post work visa is available just once. So that is also, a confusion with a lot of students. They say, if I complete one course, take PSW, then complete my degree, can I take PSW again? No, you can take PSW just once. Whether you take it after you finish your first degree or you continue studying, finish your degree, and then you take your PSW.
Right.
So yes, once you have studied your course, you have completed it, you'll get that 3 years PSW, find a job, get some experience in your field, and of course that experience will help you in your PR. See, understand from country's perspective, as we know, when we started, we said this. Canada as a country needs people in every industry. They need people who can come, build their own career, and also help the country in their economy. So if you studied programming and you got a job of a programmer and you have a salary, you all are contributing to the economy. That is what the country wants. So PR, they will be happy to give you PR because you're contributing to the economy. That's what they look at.
No, PR is not that much tough in Canada. I think
It is, yeah.
I told you like why we should go to Canada, why we should choose Canada over other countries. So of course, PR is the main attraction. We can say that.
So
See, and the thing is, it's very tough, anyways, because as I said, we're not experts in PR, but I'll still share as much as we know. There is not just one way of getting PR in Canada. There are so many categories.
Right.
Provincial, PNP, federal, sponsored, business. There are so many categories, so many options that if not one, you'll be eligible for second or third or fourth category. You'll fit somewhere.
PR is the main attraction. We can say.
Okay. How many hours can I work on campus per week?
it's very tough, anyways, because as I said, we're not,
Chetan.
Like the jobs in campus.
Yeah, on campus jobs, how many hours?
Same depends. 4 to 5 hours, we can say, for the part time. If you're applying for the full time, of course, you cannot do that. If when you're studying, so you cannot apply for the full time jobs. So if I talk 4 hours, we can say that.
Yeah. So normally you're legally allowed to work 20 hours.
Yeah.
So that depends on how many hours the employer has for you, because they would have multiple part-time employees.
Right.
You might find a job where you get you only be working at one place and all the hours are available. But in most of the cases, students work at 2-3 places, 2-3 hours
Right.
one place and 2-3 hours different place, depending on the time, their time availability and the requirements.
so normally you're allowed, you're
Okay,
legally
great.
allowed to work 20 hours.
Right. I believe we've covered almost all the aspects that we wanted to cover, but still, Chetan, from your side and your experience and from university point of view and your experience as recruiting students for quite some time now, any suggestions, any guidelines that you'd like to give students that they should keep in their mind before starting this journey?
That I think I would like to welcome them. I would like to invite them in my college, because I think you are getting everything what you are looking for. Affordable education, a success rate of visa is very, very good. PR you can easily get if you live in Dawson Creek and Fort St. John. You can get the good jobs opportunities, not only on the part-time basis. After completing your studies also, college will provide you every kind of help. And like if I talk about the industries, like we have few industries, the prime industries in this region. We have oil and gas, forestry, mining, agriculture, construction. Okay. But on the part-time basis, students cannot work in these fields, but they can start working in these fields after completing their education from Northern Lights College and after getting the license from the government.
Sure.
Yeah.
So great. I mean, to sum up,
I just want to add one thing. Like if I'm living in a small city of India, Like people go to Mumbai or Delhi for jobs, right? Just for the like in those cities, people get more money, right? But in Canada, that is a very good thing. Either you are living in a village, either you are living in a rural part or the regional part, or in Toronto. You have a same amount of earning.
Same
Your
thing.
standard
Right.
wage is same. So that is a very good thing about Canada.
That's true. That's
So
true.
if I'm getting a good opportunity like 1 lakh rupees or 2 lakh rupees in my hometown, why should I go to Mumbai for struggling, like for
True.
towards more competition?
True. True. I agree. I agree. Okay. To sum up, today's conversation, for students, when you are thinking of planning of going abroad, I think you should start your journey with some main checkpoints. Point number one: what is your long-term goal? In career-wise. First, career-wise, what you want to achieve, career-wise. Secondly, what's your plan in terms of, do you want to just get a degree from a country and then come back to India, or you are also planning to either stay there for a couple of years to work, gain experience, or you want to settle there? Third point, your budget, your ROI. ROI for non-commerce student, ROI is the return of investment. The money that you're spending in your education, would you be able to recover, and how much you want to spend? That point.
What's your plan in terms of
Keep last, when you're shortlisting institutes or universities, go check their websites. Don't just go by the name of the course. Go and do an in-depth research of the course, the content, the subjects, the institute's connection in the industry with the employers, what kind of support services are available. Keep these points in check, and using these points, do a shortlist of the country, institute, and the course that you want to do. And then, if you have any other, when you've done all those research and you still have questions, you would still have a lot of questions. Come and ask, experienced, qualified education consultants, expert education. They will be able to guide you and give you more in-depth knowledge of all these, because they've been trained to do that. So I hope this was informative and helped the students who joined to get some information on that. But if you still have any queries, any questions, or want some personal guidance, you're most welcome to come to Expert Education. You can email us, call us, or visit our office. And
Can I add the course's name, like what kind of programs we offer, like what kind
Yeah,
of
sure,
programs we
Chetan,
have?
please do that. Yeah.
So we have the PG diplomas. Like after completing graduation, we have PG diplomas in business management category. Like we have 3 categories in that. One is general business management. The second one is IT specialization, and the third one is this health specialization. Okay. For every category in PG, we have the same IELTS requirement, 6 required, no more less than 6. If I talk about the fee structure, that is very nominal, $11,750 only. We have the PG diplomas.
Great.
Okay. Like if I talk about the general category, so the business management general category, who all can apply after completing a graduation from any stream, you can apply. But like we have a restriction for few degrees, like the BA people cannot apply, BA, BSc Botany, B Pharma, Bachelor in Multimedia, and BC people cannot apply for this business management category, general.
Okay.
People from the BCom background, BSc non-medical, BBA, BTech from any stream can apply for this. If I talk about the general requirement, if I talk about the marks requirement, they're 50% only. Okay. After that, we have some IT specialization. In this, we have a requirement of IT and computer science background degrees. If you have completed your graduation from IT or computer science background, so you can apply for this. That is a 51% requirement in marks.
Okay.
And for the health specialization, in this program is only for the nursing graduates. So after completing your BSc nursing, you can apply for this. If I talk about the marks requirement, that's
Great.
50%
So
only. Yeah.
Chetan has already, shared a brief detail. Just to give you a little teaser insight.
If you have completed your
These are the
from ideal computer science background, you can apply for
areas and the courses
Okay.
for the
which are available.
in this program is only for the nursing graduates. So after completing your BSc nursing, you can apply for this. We have some aircraft maintenance engineering also. That is, but that program we only given May this
Chetan has
Jan
already,
intake.
shared,
Right.
detail. Just to give you.
Okay, so yeah, they're main three intakes, but students, not all the courses would be available in all the intakes.
Right.
The major intake in Canada is September, where almost all the courses are available. But then in Jan and May intakes, there would be a lot of courses available, but not all. So please check on the website or with your counselor before you start applying. So I guess here you can see the huge range of
So yeah, there
uh,
are three intakes,
courses that are
but
available.
students, not all the courses would be available. in
Wow,
all the
this
intakes.
looks like a never-ending list.
In Canada is September, where almost all the courses are available.
Wow.
But then in Jan and May intakes, there would be a lot of courses available, but not all. So please check on the
Great.
website or with your.
So I'm sure still a lot of students would have a lot of questions. As I said earlier, please get in touch
We
with
have.
Expert Education and Counselor, and we'll try to help you as much as we can. And as I see, we're not getting any more questions, so I would like to, close this webinar by thanking Chetan so much for taking time out to join this session and sharing your information and insights with students.
Thank you so much.
Still a lot of.
All right, thank you so much everyone for joining this webinar. We have one more webinar today at 3 and then tomorrow and day after. So you guys have the link for that, and we'll see you again. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
So thank you, Mr. Vaibhav. Thank you for your time. It was a wonderful platform. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ethan. Have a good day.
And you can connect me anytime for the assignments.
Sure.
Future also, we like September intake is not open yet.
Yeah.
So you can also do the sessions once again later on, like the September intake open, and we will discuss more on that.
Great. Thank you, Chetan.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
All right. Bye-bye.